Good afternoon, St. Louis. DGS 1041 FM KMOX 253. Late start. Another Cardinals win. Another half a day off for us.
Hey.
Woo.
Surprisingly, though, we don't love these. Like, we look forward to them, but then when we get them, we just kind of sit around staring at each other for 5 hours.
Yeah,
So,
we're like the dog that caught the car
yeah.
with these half days.
I mean, it's not bad because, you get to come in sleep in a little bit and do all that. But yeah, it's better when they start at like 1 o'clock.
Right.
Well,
Right.
Those are the good days.
I mean, it's even, like you said, Wheels, it's nice having a slower morning and all of that. It's more like when the show actually starts, you feel so weird that it's hard to just have a good show.
It's completely true.
You're just off balance.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I had one of my, I told Rach this, I felt like I had one of my worst shows in 25 years yesterday. It was short enough. I don't think I did any damage, but just like the way I felt internally, I just felt like if I were a brain surgeon, if you put me in to do brain surgery right now, I'd be like, me not know where to cut. And that's how I felt yesterday. I was just like, nah.
The rhythm's off, man.
Yeah, rhythm's off.
Your pregame routine got jacked up.
Man, I wonder how much flexibility the brain surgeons have there. It's like, are they allowed to be like, I feel really weird and I don't think I should be doing this? Or is their job threatened?
Yeah, I've always wondered that too.
Well, because I know it's a big thing with like airline pilots. They don't ever want to admit they're going through any sort of mental health issue because that's an automatic, like, nope, sorry, can't do this anymore.
I think if my brain surgeon came to me and said, man, I'm just not feeling it today, I don't even know. I think I'd be like, okay, let's not.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a day.
Let's reschedule for months into the future if I have that long.
I mean, if you need brain surgery, you probably don't want to put it off for months.
I guess that's why brain surgeons are brain surgeons.
Yeah.
And we're us.
Yeah.
We're the ones who get brain surgery.
My tummy hurts. I can't operate on your brain today.
I can't operate on that boy. My tummy hurts. That's how that riddle goes.
I didn't sleep great.
I'm just a baby.
Okay, is that enough for the hour?
Yeah.
We need 60 more seconds, so maybe we could riff on the
God.
tummy hurting a little bit more.
Well, we can do this for 60 seconds. Tonight, appointment television, Rachel Zimmerman on Donnybrook.
Correct.
Chairs will be thrown.
God, I wish you would just drop one.
Yeah, I
The
just
steel cage match of the century.
Just completely ruined my relationship with all of those people forever. It's an option. It's a way to go.
You would be a legend.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, never forgotten.
She's going to RKO Bill
Tomorrow,
McClellan.
like, well, Rachel's been fired from Odyssey, but I guess you all know why.
She's a viral sensation now.
You all
I
saw
don't
the
know what to
suplex.
tell you.
Hey, it's Debbie Monterey, and I think right now we all need something to look forward to, and a nice little getaway is going to do it for me. So I've been looking at this 5-day Arizona trip that I planned in September, and to me, it sounds absolutely perfect, and I would love for you to join me. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to stay in Flagstaff because that means cooler temperatures. It's a great home base, and from there, we're going to visit Sedona, the Grand Canyon, and Lake Powell all in one trip. I'm talking about red rocks, big views, and that deep blue water at Lake Powell that looks like a postcard. I'm told September is one of the best times to go with fewer crowds, more comfortable weather, and everything's going to be planned out for us. We just show up. If this sounds like something you'd like to do, please join me because I have always wanted to go to the Grand Canyon. Travelwithdebbie.net. That's travelwithdebbie.net or call Cruise and Tour at 800-383-3131. Space is limited, so don't delay. 800-383-3131. Travelwithdebbie.net.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
If you live in Missouri, have Medicaid, and need a caregiver, this message is important. Care at home is personal. That's why you may not want a stranger in your home to take care of you. You want someone who already knows you and your daily routines. With Freedom Care, you choose a trusted family member, a friend, or a neighbor. They will get paid after every shift to care for you, and it's 100% free to you. More than 70,000 people have already joined the Freedom Care family. Call your local Freedom Care. They'll check your Medicaid eligibility. Don't wait until a stranger shows up at your door. If you have Medicaid and need help at home, this care is available 100% free to you. Call Freedom Care now to see if you qualify. 314-907-0892. 314-907-0892. That's 314-907-0892.
Freedom Care, we're here for you.
News, talk, cards. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 3 o'clock, we've got sunshine. Right now, it's 75 degrees downtown at the Arch.
I've been going to Billikens games since I was a kid, so it's been a lot of fun to get to follow it along this year.
St. Louis fans in Buffalo for the NCAA tournament. The Billikens run in the tourney begins tonight against Georgia.
SLU is in the tournament for the first time since 2019, and they're looking for their 7th NCAA tournament win in program history. Following a 28-win season that was good enough for an at-large bid, Coach Josh Schertz is fired up to have his team participating in March Madness.
Unbelievable opportunity to participate in the, what I think is, the best sporting event in the world. And we're honored. It's been a long journey here, but got a group that has competed and worked his tail off for the last 9.5 months to have the opportunity. And, we're thrilled to get a chance to compete against a great Georgia team.
This is just the third matchup between the two schools. Georgia won each game of a home-and-home series in 2009 and 2010. Matt Pauley, KMOX Sports.
Tonight's game will tip off at 8:45 with KMOX's coverage scheduled to begin at 8:30. Illinois basketball also begins their tournament run in Greenville, South Carolina. The 3-seeded Illini play Ivy League champions Penn State tonight at 8:25. This just in, police in Catalan say missing American student James Gracie has been found dead in the waters off of Barcelona Beach. A conditional use hearing for the Armory Data Center was an opportunity for the developers to ease public fears about environmental and utility rate impacts.
However, the developers struggled to provide concrete answers to residents' key questions.
Do you have expected noise levels and like decibels that might be generated from?
So we can't determine it until we decide what equipment we're going to have.
How much water does the proposed facility plan to use?
Again, this would really be more concrete at the engineering and design phase.
Even the electrical usage answer was vague, which irritated many residents. The problem, the data center is running into a field of dreams conundrum, with the developers saying if they build it, tenants will come.
We can't even get tenants to talk to us until we have zoning.
No recommendation on a permit was made at this time. Sean Malone, KMOX News.
Backlash from residents has led the Metro East town of Troy to pause talk on a proposed data center.
It gives us a chance to get it right.
Derek Rammert is with Troy Residents for Responsible Growth, a grassroots community group that's fighting a plan to build a data center near a church and a community park. The Troy City Council this week approved a 6-month moratorium.
During that pause, they're going to listen to not only what the residents of the town have said, but also reach out and get some expert advice from other individuals, towns that have gone through this before, and make sure that we have ordinances that truly do protect us.
Rammert says, among other things, he'd like to see clear guidelines for years-long data center construction that can disrupt a community. Missouri voters in most counties could soon decide how high their property taxes can go.
Voters in 97 of Missouri's 114 counties will decide April 7th whether to approve Senate Bill 3, which could cap future property tax increases statewide. Supporters say it protects homeowners, while critics warn it could impact funding for Missouri schools and local services. Matt Pilger, Missouri Net.
From the business desk, America's most expensive weapons program is having more problems. The F-35, which beat out Boeing's proposal in a winner-take-all competition 2 decades ago, will soon be delivered to the military without its new radar. Breaking defense reports the jets can still fly, but without the radar, they can't be used in combat. That's on top of a separate software problem that's kept newer F-35s grounded from combat since mid-2024. Let's get an update of the St. Louis Business Index. Here is Stifel's Scott Bedell. Scott?
Good afternoon, Michael. Hello, everyone. With the Middle East once again in focus, the financial markets were on quite the roller coaster ride today, with the final segment being to the downside of the track. The Dow Jones Industrial Average finished down 203 points, or 0.4%, to 46,021. The Standard & Poor's 500 index fell 0.25% to 6,606. While the NASDAQ index also off 0.25% at 22,090. The Bloomberg St. Louis Stock Index slipped 0.33% at 1,559. Checking on some stocks of local interest, Stifel Financial added 0.25% at $70.31. Peabody Energy up 3.25% at $37.45. Caleres jumped 19%. They close at $10.55. On the downside, Ameren fell 1% at $109.56, while Boeing dropped 2 2/3%. They close at $201.18. For KMOX, this has been Scott Bedell from Stifel Financial, member SIPC and New York Stock Exchange. For more information on our firm, we invite you to explore our website at stifel.com.
We've got a stalled vehicle, 370 going west at 94 on the right shoulder. A crash on 270 going east at 367. That's got the right lane closed there.
A spring-like afternoon, partly to mostly sunny skies, 74 for the high today. As our days now get longer, a few clouds around tonight, no big deal, 48. Friday, spring begins, 9:46 in the morning. Sunny skies on Friday and 81, 53 Friday night. Saturday and Sunday, sunshine each day, 81. We're going to cool back a little bit as we get into next week. Nothing extreme. Hopefully just kind of getting our temperatures back to where they should be. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
Sponsored by Financial and Tax Strategies. We've got sunshine, 75 downtown at the Arch. I'm Michael Calhoun, KMOX News.
If your retirement plan is mostly what if and a little fingers crossed, you deserve better answers than that. Check out Wealth and Wisdom Saturdays at 7 a.m. here on KMOX. I'm Gary Goldberg. Call 800-966-1690.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Few minutes past 3 p.m. Perfect day out there. 75 and sunny, just gorgeous. Going to be a really nice weekend. Wheels will be gone tomorrow. Trish is going to be sitting in for him. Turns out his daughter's moving back from Chicago to North Carolina. So
No, this will be a chill one. This is a chill trip. This is like an early Easter type thing. Get together with friends, see the kid. Fancy baseball draft, like a whole bunch of things.
Nice.
We go there this weekend, like the third weekend of March every year.
Gotcha.
For all those things. See the family, see friends.
How you doing in the bracket?
I have no idea how my bracket is. Not great, probably, but I'm not. I mean, like I'm not as attached to my bracket picks because with Wisconsin got beat today. That'll be a loss for me, but I account for those kind of things because I don't pick a lot of upsets. And my strategy's always been stay away from upset picks. Use analytics to kind of help where you're not sure, unless, if you're sure, you're sure. But if you're not sure, then you use good information. So, like an upset here or there only hurts me once.
Yeah.
But if you pick upsets and you're wrong, and then you lose on other ones too, then you get the double loss. So I try to avoid those.
Yeah, makes sense.
So we'll see. I mean, Duke's in trouble.
I like the Duke's in trouble.
Yeah,
God, I hate Duke.
Duke is down a lot. This is the thing. Like, I always have Duke advancing because they're good. Of
course.
But I love it when they
Of course. Yeah. No. I mean, that's how everyone in the world who didn't go to Duke feels.
Yeah. Well, but almost all of it. Like, everybody's going to lose if Duke loses. That's a number 1 seed against the 16. If they lose, everyone loses that one. It's just a matter of how far you had them going.
So when I went to law school, you can imagine I had been to Roxana High School and SIUE.
Yeah.
And when I got there, like, I knew of these places, but I couldn't imagine knowing someone who went to Harvard or Yale or what have you. And suddenly all my classmates are from there. And I liked him as a guy, but there was one guy there from Duke. And within the first week, he made me despise Duke. Like, I just, I'd never been exposed to that kind of thing, like your alma mater or what have you. But yeah, I hate him to this day. And Christian Laettner. Get your tickets to my band's first show of the new Dave Glover Band, which is April 17th, coming right up. It's a Friday evening at Del Mar Hall, which, for those of you who haven't been there, is literally right next to the pageant on Del Mar. Great place, great room, holds about 500 people. And my band is going to open at 7 p.m. with about 30, 40 minutes of the Beatles. And then there is a Doobie Brothers tribute. And then my buddy Dave Cowles has his Clapton tribute band. So great night of music. The guys will probably be there.
Yeah.
Not all cry. On stage.
Yeah, he's going to be like, and Kevin Wheeler, get up here. Wait a second.
Wait
he didn't show up.
I'm busy, but what night is it?
God, with everything, there's such a juxtaposition in the world right now. You've got wars, and Donald Trump making Pearl Harbor jokes in the Oval Office with the Japanese, prime minister. And then Hollywood, Rachel, I don't know if you've seen this since you watched the Oscars. They're beside themselves because at the Vanity Fair after party, the lighting was bad.
Oh.
And there were literally stars bawling because they were taking bad pictures.
Oh, I think I did kind of half listen to this story. Just saying no one wants to be photographed in that state. Like, okay, then don't get your picture taken. I don't know what to tell you.
That was the biggest thing on your mind.
I know.
Just leave.
Yeah,
if
just
people keep
go
taking
home.
pictures of you and you don't want to be photographed in bad lighting, get in the car and go.
Oh, you know what else really annoyed me about all the Oscars, after party stuff? Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce went party hopping afterwards, but they did this whole thing where they had security come out and put umbrellas up so they could walk into the places without getting their picture taken. It's well, then why did you even go?
No human in the world needs that. Go F yourself. I'm so sick of anyone. I don't care if you're a celebrity on a local level or international. At the ripe old age of 61, I am just ready to just shut up.
Yeah.
You are not that important. For everyone out there, no matter how important you think you are, you're not that. Just shut up.
You also love the whole look at me, but don't look at me.
Exactly.
For God's sake.
No autographs.
That's the whole thing. It's you are drawing more attention to yourself with the whole umbrella situation than you would be if you just went in.
A-holes with their bodyguards and such. I wish that we could all just pinky lock and ignore them for a year. Just, no paparazzi, no autographs, couldn't care less. Go do what you're going to do.
I would be really annoyed if I was hired to be a bodyguard and stop a crazy person from killing somebody. And then they're okay, so your main job is going to be holding an umbrella in front of my face.
Yeah, right.
So that no one can take a picture
Navy
of me.
SEAL.
Yeah.
Joel on the stream says, sounds like a bunch of dorks.
Sounds like a bunch of dorks.
Dorks.
Agreed.
Oh, man, I got hit with the Call of the Void today.
Uh-oh,
for the first time in a while. I walked outside to get some air, and I had my parking card in my hand.
Oh, my gosh, Dave, that is so dirty.
It lives in my pants.
That's 4 months old.
No, I had a condom for it, and it broke. So now I just have...
Did you dip it in tar?
No, it's my pants.
Well, that's not a good excuse.
If you lived in my back pocket, you would look like this too.
It looks like you lost it in the Amazon jungle for 6 years. And then you found it.
They found it at the remains of the Titanic.
And this is like, and they found it, and Phoebe's like 86. She's like, it's been 86 years.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I
Since
recognize
my
this.
last
It belongs to my father.
My dad's
We
key
wanted
card.
to return this to you, Madam Glover.
And like she wants to like caress it, but like it's too gross.
It's too dirty. She tries to like put it down. It's stuck to her hand, and she's got to like do one of these.
Jacob says it's that mold. No, it's my pants.
It's not mold.
Just what happens.
It's just dirt.
You're not clearing up any questions by explaining that it's coming from your pants.
It's not mold. It's just dirt.
All I know is that evidently when something's in my back pocket, there's also black mold.
Is your back pocket colored in by Sharpies?
Okay, so the call of the void. Sorry,
Yeah,
I got
sorry.
distracted by the extremely dirty parking card.
Sorry.
Well, now I wish I would have done it.
Yeah. No, you should have. This one you should have listened to.
Was it going to go down the drain?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
There's a big drain grate.
So what happened after you fished it back out of the drain?
It's begging for a bath.
It
That's
would-
what it's like the ring trying to get back to Sauron.
There's water down there.
The card was the one telling me to put it down the drain.
Exactly.
It's like, Dave, there's water down there.
Drop me, drop me, drop me, drop me, drop
It's
me.
okay. It'll work.
I'm better off. I'm better off.
You'll be able to get me out. It's fine.
Oh, it's funny.
Oh my goodness.
How does so much funny come from something so simple?
I'm just glad I have such good friends.
Oh, we're worried about whatever's going on in your pants.
Yeah, people die from black mold.
I'm not having a good couple days.
You're doing great.
Yesterday, my doctor offers to cut my corn chip toenails, puts his finger in my bottom when they don't even do that anymore.
Yeah, Rachel was
you
like,
needed
I
to pick me
didn't
up.
think they did that. And you're like, well,
I know one that still does.
I just thought you needed to pick me up.
He's like, it's either your butthole or your toenails.
he said, "Oh, buddy, I know what'll make us both feel better."
Or maybe it was payback for the toenails.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe you made me look at those things.
So here you go, buddy. Moon River.
I think my parking car didn't fall out of my pants. I think we need to talk about this.
He just throws it into the biohazard trash can.
Into the sharp thing.
Oh, man.
He said he sees the parking guard and goes, "You know what? Actually, I'm good.
I don't think you do need a rectal.
We don't need to test it."
I think I have all the evidence I need. Should I be worried?
I think you should wash your pants. I think
No.
you should turn them inside out and wash.
So what I'm not saying is that these things I have one of the little like protectors on it, and like the gunk gets in it. It's weird. I don't know.
Now you're trying to make me feel better.
It's gunky.
Which I appreciate.
Give me a little gunky.
Which I appreciate. Well, as soon as I finish this live, I'm going to go wash it off.
Watch it not work.
I know that's the risk you run. We have these wipies here. You can use that.
Oh, yeah.
What about for my parking card? Tell you guys about Mosby Building Arts and what they've been doing, which came from one of my lives because I said, gosh, I feel bad because they're paying me to do this and I just keep using superlatives and I'm running out of them. And they said, oh, that's a pretty good idea. Why don't we get our actual customers and clients to give some superlatives and help you out? So there you go. This is from a Mosby client in Des Peres. Says, I had dealt with a number of contractors before I went with Mosby. For the first time, something actually got finished and was done right. The team was great. They knew what they were doing, and they handled everything smoothly and professionally. And that really is what you're paying for with Mosby. Of course, you're paying for the finished lower level or the new kitchen or the outdoor patio with the cool brick pizza oven. But what you're really, really paying for is for Mosby to handle it. For if there are other contractors involved or other craftspeople, that they handle all of that. Constant communication, constant, changing. If you decide, you know what, now that I see it, I think I kind of want to go the other way. You just can't get better than Mosby. For more information, go to callmosby.com.
I'm Mark Solinger, producer and one of the hosts of the Moth Podcast. For nearly 2 decades, The Moth has brought live storytelling to stages around the world and to millions of listeners. These are real people telling true stories from their lives. Stories about a lost family recipe, about working to free a wrongfully convicted man, about realizing you need to leave your May-December romance. Stories that will move you, surprise you, make you laugh. Stories you can't forget. Join us. Follow and listen to The Moth wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
To have a roof over your head, a nice roof over your head, is very important.
That's Rick talking about his experience with Rhino Shield ceramic coating.
We got Rhino Shield 18 years ago, and they're very cooperative on getting us the right paint. They're in and out and done in no time. Once it was finished, looked great. We were very happy with it.
The main reason Rick called Rhino Shield is because it's backed by a 25-year transferable warranty.
We've watched a lot of people get their house painted 3 or 4 times, and we haven't had to do any of it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to have to paint it every 5-7 years.
Put down the paintbrush and call Rhino Shield for your free evaluation. 877-25-RHINO. 877-25-RHINO. Or visit 877-25rhino.com.
We got Rhino Shield 18 years ago. Financially makes sense, especially if it's going to last like this did. Still looks great.
Call now. 877-25-RHINO or 877-25rhino.com.
Don't paint, don't Rhino. Go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Retiring soon? Get the information you need by joining Kyle Jones and Matt Allgeier of Fire Capital Management for your retirement highway, Sunday mornings at 9:30. Investment advisory services made available through Pine Ridge Advisors, LLC, registered investment advisors. Securities made available through AE Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC.
Still here, still trusted. The voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DGS 321. Okay, this is why you watch the stream. I watched. Look at that.
Looks so much better.
It's pure white.
Yeah, it's nice.
Pristine. And now I'm going to put it in my back pocket.
Yeah, let's see how dirty it gets.
Couple of segments. See how that goes. Maybe I should use a different pocket. Couldn't
Yes,
be
it's the
worse.
pocket's fault.
Yeah.
Do you have the little one above the right pocket? Little mini pocket?
In the front, I do.
Yeah, I have one. That's where mine goes.
Oh, look at these men with their extra pockets.
What is that
they
pocket
get
for? By
on
the
their
way,
pants.
Parking cards, so they don't get moldy.
One just goes on the little clip there.
of course it does, Kev.
Yeah.
That's right there.
Mine, I just keep mine in my tactical wallet.
Yeah. So it's what it is.
I just had mine embedded into my palm.
Well, I was going to do that, but
I think we're seeing a gambling problem happen live.
I wasn't going to mention it, but when
Yeah.
someone says something like, how can I not do it? That's not a good sign.
It's a win.
Kev's in here like, all I need is for the point guard of.
And I got it. I won.
Did you get the one that was 74? It was like you had to get within 4. The one that you were just yelling about. Okay,
Yep.
you got that one?
Yep, that completed my 3-game parlay. So that
That's
was
crazy.
That turned $2 into $13.
It's more worrying that I was describing that and he didn't seem to know what I was referring. He's like, "What are you talking
Oh, there's a bunch of things going on in here. They're commenting. Rach and Dave are commenting about a different thing.
No,
It's one of our little promos.
He's jacked up on a new thing
It's one
now.
of our little promos, right? If you think a team's going to win big and you bet the money line on this little thing, I mean, I've been telling everybody about it on FanDuel. It's the
You're certainly putting your money where your mouth is.
He is.
Why do you think I get to do this? I love this stuff, man. This is better than just having a bracket.
Can I ask, is the motivate, because I'm just not a gambler. I've done like slot machines a couple of times. I've never done sports betting for obvious reasons. Is it more fun to like try to win a large sum, or is it more just the rush of like, I won, it feels so good to win?
It depends on the person.
Absolutely. Because to me, it's kind of the second one.
Okay.
Like I'm just trying to get ahead. So my goal is I start with an amount. How much can I build that up to and make out of that, as opposed to like putting money in all the time? There are times I feel really strongly about something and I'll go bigger, but most of the time I'm just doing it to have fun.
I would say that in general for me, because I do like gambling. I like betting on sports and, fantasy football and the whole thing. But for me personally, if I bet $50, I'm excited to win and I'm not that sad if I lose. If I bet 300, I'm excited to win, but it doesn't.
Kinda pissed if you lose.
It doesn't outweigh the stress of what if I lose.
No, I think everybody's got that. Everybody's got that level. And
I'm more relieved than like exuberant.
Right. And I think that's if people are smart, if you're gonna do any of this stuff, bet on sports, do anything like that, then it's got to be, you have to do it with that in mind. And obviously, you can't bet what you can't afford to lose. First of all, don't ever do that. Don't ever bet on credit. Don't do that. Don't have a bookie and be like, float me 10,000. Don't ever do that. If you do that, you have a problem. If you're betting where you don't have to put the money up front and you're going to bet amounts that you can't afford to lose, you definitely need to seek help. And I'm not being a smartass. You should not be doing that. If you're doing it for fun with your entertainment money, and like you would if you're going, like I treat going to a casino to play blackjack or whatever, I treat that like I'm going to a ball game. I know going to a ball game is going to cost me a certain amount of money. I'm going to have fun for a certain amount of time. And I kind of look at it that way when I go to the casino.
I don't want to wish you ill.
Go ahead.
But the guys probably join me in this. Like, if you came to us and said, like, hey, I need to talk to you guys as buddies, I have a problem, we'd all be like, oh,
finally.
Finally, it's about time.
Well, you're just so perfect.
No, that's not true. That's not true. There's no way that's true. You guys have one conversation with Susan. You know that's not true.
Well, let's get her on the phone. Speaking of wives, there's been a little mishap in Laguna Beach. Janice took a little fall.
Oh.
So they won't be with us. And we've not heard back how she is. So when we get an update, we will let you know. I know. I feel
so bad for her.
The guys have had it. They've had it really, really rough. No doubt about it.
Terrible year.
Yeah. What do you think about the USA Gold Puck kerfuffle, Kev? You know this?
The fact that
Jack Hughes
wants the puck back from the Hall of Fame.
And then the Hall of Fame put out a thing basically telling him to go pound sand.
Yeah.
So
my understanding of these things was always that the player is the one that decides whether or not they send an item to the Hall. Right? Like if you say, hey, Albert 700 home run bat, he would be the one that decides whether he's going to give that to the Hall of Fame or loan it to the Hall of Fame or whatever. I don't see why this should be any different.
I mean, I guess it's a little, devil's advocate. It would be different to me that it was Albert's bat that he owned, as opposed to this was just a puck from the
Be the
NHL.
same on the home run ball, though.
True.
Remember how big a deal it was with Mark McGwire's home run ball?
That's very true.
That wasn't just here it goes to the Hall of Fame. It was that person caught it.
Yeah.
They can give it to the player, sell it to the player, sell it to someone else. I don't understand.
What would you do if you caught a ball like that that's worth a couple $100,000?
Couple $100,000? Boy, that's tough, man. That's a lot of money. I mean, it would be weird to me. It would be weird to say to a player, "Give me $100,000 for this ball," because they did the thing, and I think that's a little bit. I don't know. It's a bit much, but I mean, if you're talking about a couple $100,000, don't you? I mean, it all depends on where you are, I guess. But I mean, I would have to sell that. I want to give it back to the player. I mean, I do. Like, that's at my core. I want to give it to the player. And if it's a photo op and some season tickets or something like that, that's great for most things. But
what do you think I could sell this parking card for to a fan? What do you think Mitch would pay for
depends.
it?
I don't know. It sounds like, it sounds like Jacob might make a bid.
Tell you guys about my buddy, Dr. Corey Solman. He is an orthopedic surgeon. He's a Midwest orthopedic and spine specialist. I've known Corey, almost the whole time I've been on the air. He is just the greatest guy. I do lives, of course, for other physicians. I talk about Dr. Matt Bays with Bays Sports Medicine, and Corey and Matt know each other, and they will send patients back and forth. If Matt sees someone he thinks, you know what, you're a good candidate for surgery, he will send them over to Corey Solman. So, it's kind of common sense. If someone you care about is injured and it's pretty bad, and you want to get an opinion from an orthopedic surgeon, Corey's the guy. If you want to go see Corey first, if it's sufficiently bad and you think, oh, I'm just going to go right past everyone else and go straight to the surgeon, go see Corey. But it doesn't have to be at that level. He usually doesn't do surgeries. Does that make sense? If he gets 100 cases in, I'm kind of making this up. He may do surgery on half of them, but he does not have a reputation as a cutter. He's going to do what is best for you guys. He's out in Chesterfield, 636-231-5881 or SolmanOrthopedics.com.
The madness.
Lob to Robbie. Tough catch made. Layup good.
Starts.
Whistle foul. Count the basket.
Now.
Left wing three. Bang. Instant Sharman's going to get you.
It's the NCAA tournament. Join us Thursday. The Billikens, the Bulldogs, live from Buffalo, New York. Our coverage begins at 8:30 on 104.1 FM KMOX, the voice of the Billikens.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay, things people love.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I own a coffee shop, and I wanted to label everything with our logo.
That's ambitious.
Cups, boxes, bags.
Ooh, that'll add up.
Not at all, because right now, Staples prints custom labels for 30% off.
30% off? That's shockingly affordable branding.
Yep, now our logo and URL are seen all over town.
Brand your business for less at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in store, online, or in the app by 442 to unlock. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims. And in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Weather sponsored by Renner Garage Door, forward and back, RENNER.
Giddy up, Cardinal Cowboy for Team Renner here, America's oldest family-owned garage door company, serving both wholesale and retail markets. Free repair or replacement quotes and $100 off a new garage door.
RENNER. Looking to build your dream home? Lombardo Homes has become synonymous with quality, luxury, and customization, offering thoughtfully designed homes in the area's most desirable communities. And for the month of March, we're giving you even more room to live. For a limited time, receive a free finished recreation room in the lower level, perfect for entertaining, movie nights, a home gym, or whatever fits your lifestyle. This special incentive is available in select communities and only during the month of March. Visit LombardoHomes.com to explore and be sure to ask your sales manager for details.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com Traffic Center.
Well, a lot of slow going out there this afternoon. If you're on westbound Highway 70, it's busy. 94 out through Zembell opens up west of there. TRUs through Highway K, A to Z. Eastbound 70 has a backup from the Wright City Rest area into Wright City proper. Westbound 64, Science Center out to Clayton Skinker is a little slow. Heavy stuff west of Winghaven just sort of bogged down out to 70 from there. Southbound 170, busy at Ladue. South 270, Olive Ladue is slow through Manchester, and then 44 down to Gravois. Southbound 55, approaching Bates, approaching Merrimack Bottom, and through Highway Z, just shorter slowdowns through there. 21 north of Double C, north of Washington State Park. You've got a lot of backed up traffic, road work related, I'm sure, but a couple over a mile of delays through there. It looks like eastbound 70 Packers Avenue to 64. You're on the brakes, and then it's slow eastbound 64 from 255 midway to 159, and westbound 64 approaching 157 is heavy as well. I'm Roger Brand at the Michaels Flooring Outlet.com Traffic Center.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Welcome back, DGS 334. Today is National Let's Laugh Day.
Let's
we did
laugh.
that. We
did. It's also National Poultry Day.
Oh.
So kiss your favorite chicken. Rage hipped us to controversy about the new Bachelorette on Disney ABC. And today, a video came out of the Bachelorette physically abusing someone, including her own daughter, and they have canceled the show. So tell us about it, Rach.
Yeah. So here's what's complicated about the situation. There's 2 incidents of domestic violence that this Bachelorette or ex-Bachelorette, I guess, Taylor Frankie Paul is staring down. One is from 2023, and everyone knew about this when her show on Hulu, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, first debuted. They talked extensively about the fact that she had been arrested and she would now be on probation because of this incident of domestic violence. Now, she and the man who was involved in this ended up having a child together and were on and off until, I guess, a while ago when she decided she would go on The Bachelorette. She goes, she films the show, she comes back. From what I understand, immediately starts spending time with this person again. And around February 25th or 26th, they have another domestic violence incident where she is accused of choking him with a necklace and all this other stuff. So this has been swirling for a couple of days now. I talked about it on the show yesterday. ABC and Disney, they weren't saying anything. Cinnabon, who is a sponsor of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and The Bachelorette, came out yesterday and said, hey, this person no longer aligns with our values. We cannot do business with them anymore. ABC and Disney still say nothing. Today, TMZ releases video from this domestic violence incident way back in 2023. No one had seen this, but they were somehow able to get a hold of it and release it. And it is disturbing. I would maybe not watch it around your children. I was extremely upset viewing this footage. Well, now that video is out, not the fact that it happened, but the fact that you have this tangible evidence and you see how bad it really was. Now ABC and Disney have decided to cancel this season of The Bachelorette.
Boy, they look bad.
Well, just ask yourself this question. Even if we never would have seen this video, even if there would have never been a second domestic violence incident that just happened a couple weeks ago, if it was The Bachelor who was currently on probation for a domestic violence incident, he would have never been casted in the first place.
Yeah.
So it was just really weird that they just kept pushing forward. There were so many red flags. There were so many times they could have said, maybe not, but they just kept going because they thought, this girl's so messy. She's so crazy. The ratings are going to be insane. And that's clearly all they cared about. Their hand is being forced at this point.
I hope they lose millions.
Yeah.
By having to cancel it.
That happened something similar with The Golden Bachelor, didn't it? He's kind of an S bag.
Yeah, but I don't think it was like at the level where they had to cancel the season.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a huge deal to have it completely in the can. You're out there promoting it. She was on Good Morning America yesterday promoting this. She was at the Oscars on Sunday night on behalf of ABC promoting The Bachelorette. They clearly knew what was going on and they still wanted to go forward. And then TMZ kind of came in today and ruined all those plans for them.
I mean, you get what you get, right?
Yeah.
You know, bet on someone like that.
I mean, I just hope that woman gets the help that she needs. It's painful to watch the footage.
Yeah.
She's clearly not mentally well. She should get off reality television and focus on taking care of her children.
Wheels, talk to me about introspection and billionaires.
Have you seen this clip at all? Have you seen this going around?
Janelle brought it up.
Yeah.
And then that evening, she sent me 2 different videos of these guys talking about it. So, yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah. So Mark Andreessen is a billionaire and he's doing an interview and he's talking about just obviously all kinds of different things. And he's basically bragging. He says, I have zero introspection. He thinks that it's a modern invention, even though a lot of the tweets that I've seen that quote tweet that are giving you introspective tweets from like Plato in 399 BC. Like human beings have always been that way. I understand when someone says that they don't spend a lot of time like really being introspective and looking at things. But I think by nature, you have to, at least for some things, right? If you're going to make a decision, you have to look at things, you know, I mean, if you're taking into account what's happening around you, I think that's just, it's the fact that you would say it like it's a new thing makes me think that you just want to be able to do what you do and use that as a crutch and an excuse. Well, I don't think about any of these things. I just do.
Yeah, the videos I saw, they were definitely painting self-reflection and introspection, especially among men, as weak.
Yeah.
And talking about how the titans of industry from the early 19th century, they didn't introspect. They went out there and they worked on the outside world and they built cities and bridges and pyramids. And now we're just a bunch of weaklings who sit around and wring our hands.
Yeah, see, that's the stuff that bothers me because clearly there are all kinds of written works by some of those people, right? Not all of them, but think of some of them. Think of the people that built this nation and all the works that Thomas Jefferson and George Washington and Benjamin Franklin and all these brilliant, brilliant people. They didn't just build a product. They didn't just build a company. They didn't just make billions for themselves. They built a country that became a behemoth, that became the world's power. They were the ones that started that. And they were as introspective as any human beings in the history of mankind, if you read their works. Right?
Yeah.
So what's he talking about? And this is, to me, the reason I wanted to bring it up is because, to me, this is the billionaire mindset. They're all a little bit psycho, and they all think that because they've invented things and made a lot of money, that they just know better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I'm successful, that means I'm right. I mean, it means you're right about the business side of things, right? You obviously have made some good choices or came up with a great idea or found a way to wrangle it in your favor, however you made your money. But this idea that because you're wealthy, you now know things or understand things, when clearly a lot of the most successful people in the history of the world have written down their thoughts and have been introspective and thought about, why did I do? Roman emperors were doing that. They conquered large swaths of the world. They were military generals that were actually out at the battlefield. And they wrote about their thoughts. And
Marcus Aurelius basically invented Stoicism.
I mean, it's like, who do these dumbasses think? I mean, they're not dumbasses, but who do they think they are?
Yeah.
You think you're the modern coming of
I think you answered your own question. Yes, I think they do.
And that's the problem with this kind of thinking.
I probably would too. That's one thing. I'm not a fan of billionaires, but if I were one, I have wide enough shoulders to say I might be a completely different person.
Well, think of the people that they are surrounded with. Do you think Elon Musk has that many people around him every day telling him like, hey, maybe we should reconsider this? Or is it just legions of people? Oh my gosh, what an incredible idea. Oh my gosh, you're the best. Please give me a promotion. Please give me more money. Please give me, ways to feel important in this company. Whenever you can give as much as these people can give, they're always going to be able to find people to play into their ego and tell them exactly what they want to hear.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure at a certain point, you just reach this threshold where there's kind of no going back. Like, who can humble you at a certain point?
Let's break a little bit early here. When we come back, I have a topic that I want to bring up because I want to stretch Rachel's hamstrings out for Donnybrook tonight. So a couple weeks ago, I had Ben and Lisa on one of the most interesting segments to me that I've done in a couple of years. They were both, still are, clients of Charles D'Angelo. Lisa lost 175 pounds. Very smart lady, attorney, was very, very open and honest, and shared that for the 10 years prior to meeting Charles, that she had pretty much become a recluse and didn't leave the house, did all of her work from home, gained almost 200 pounds. And she said that she was incredibly skeptical that anything or anyone could really turn this around and help her to lose almost 200 pounds. But Charles did, and she did. Ben weighed 500 pounds, and he lost 300 pounds with Charles. And he said, yeah, I had lost 100 pounds on a different program before, and I immediately put it right back on. But he has kept it off and continues to get into better shape. These are extreme versions. So I would hope if you have 20 pounds to lose or 30 or 50, that this would help you to have some hope that, look, if this guy can lose 300 pounds, I can lose 50 pounds. But you have to call. You have to go to charlesdangelo.com. You have to make contact. You have to eventually have a conversation with Charles. Now, you can do all these things and say, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go do Atkins or something. But you have to call if you're going to put yourself in a position to change your life. That's charlesdangelo.com.
Traffic from the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com traffic center.
Well, there are lots of busy highways this afternoon. Westbound 70 is a little slow at the city limits. It's bogged down again from the Earth City to the Blanchette Bridge, and then west of 94 to Zunbell, west of Mid Rivers to 79. Eastbound Highway 70, you've got a backup approaching Wright City, and then it's slow from David Hochul into Wentzville Parkways right now, so be advised of that. If you're traveling westbound 64 from the Science Center out to McCausland, it's heavy. It's bumper to bumper west of Winghaven to 364, slow out to Highway 70. Your USPS Ground Advantage reliable route to St. Charles without any road work, well, that'd be westbound 364 and get at least all the way out to Highway N64 before you run into any delays. Even 370 is a little busy right now westbound from 141 to the Discovery Bridge due to road work. South 170 bogs down at Ladue. South 270 approaching Olivedale slow, 64 down to Manchester. 44 down to Gravois busy. Southbound 55 Gasconade debates a little slow at Highway Z. Eastbound 70 on the Illinois side, Packers Avenue to 64 delays. Eastbound 64 approaching 157 both ways, really approaching 157 through 159 both ways on 64 are busy. I'm Roger Brand at the MichaelsFlooringOutlet.com traffic center.
St. Louis's unofficial holiday is almost here. It's Cardinals opening day, Thursday, March 26th. And KMOX's Cakes and Eggs, presented by Budweiser, is back. This year with a new twist. You don't need a ticket to enjoy KMOX's live broadcast at Cardinals Nation inside Ballpark Village, featuring Cardinals alumni, front office personnel, special guests, and so much more. First come, first serve. Doors open at 9 a.m. Celebrate opening day with dirt cheap Budweiser and Rally House. More info at KMOX.com/events.
Bernie Miklas here for Saliga Heating and Cooling. Our family's called the Saliga family for 18 years, and we are grateful for Saliga's honesty, knowledge, and professionalism. They're the best. For more info, visit SaligaHeatingandCooling.com.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
For 100 years, KMOX has been a part of St. Louis. Now, those moments live on, preserved, remastered, and ready to be heard again. Discover KMOX from the Archives, a podcast featuring classic audio from a century of service.
Sponsored by Overhead Door Company of St. Louis, the genuine, the original.
The KMOX from the Archives podcast, available now at KMOX100.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Taking care of your health should be simple. And with the Neovitin monthly subscription, it finally is. Choose your doctor-formulated multivitamin and we'll deliver it straight to your door every month. No more running out, no more remembering to reorder, just consistent nutrition made easy. Plus, subscribers save 10% every month and can pause or cancel at any time. Visit neovitin.com and start your subscription today. Neovitin, trusted nutrition every day.
Welcome back, DGS 349. Mike Elam's going to be here at the top of the hour as usual on Thursdays. Rach will be leaving at 4 o'clock because she's going to go tape Donnybrook, which will play later tonight. I'm pretty sure this topic will come up, so let's talk about it. This weekend, we're going to have a curfew for 17 and under in the city of St. Louis, downtown and downtown west. Seems to me, just my humble opinion, having been down here since 1990, I'm sure normal people, non-gangbangers, get held up at gunpoint and sometimes shot, but I can't remember the last time I heard about that, right? That's typically not the kind of crime we hear about in St. Louis. It's mostly shootings in North County, and then this fairly new phenomenon of hundreds and hundreds of teenagers shooting fireworks at each other and taking over the streets and doing donuts and shooting off firearms sometimes at each other. So now they're saying, okay, there's going to be a curfew from 10 p.m. until 5 a.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we'll see what that does. I'm wondering why we don't have that curfew all the time. I mean, why not?
Yeah, I mean, you do wonder why it is a temporary curfew.
I have a thought.
Well, let's hear it, Wheels.
I don't think they have the budget to do this every weekend.
Yes, I guess you just nailed it. Yeah. Well, because, yeah.
Steal that tonight.
Or the personnel.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, if you look at the statement the mayor's office put out yesterday, it's like, so we are going to be implementing the liquor laws and occupancy laws, and it's like, okay, so we're going to enforce the law. And I'm not trying to criticize the city's statement here. I'm just, when you read through it, it's a little confusing. It's like, so you're putting resources towards something that need resources. You're doing that this weekend because it's a big weekend. It is going to be warm.
Well, the NCAA tournament's in town.
We can't embarrass ourselves the way we did last weekend. But the statement is basically an admission of the fact of like, okay, it's all hands on deck this weekend, but we can't really be doing this all the time.
It was kind of like when they moved all the homeless people in the drug park out of the way when, was it Kamala Harris was coming to town? Is that what it was?
What did they call that? They were like
renovations.
Renovating.
Closed for renovations, which have never been done since. Nothing's been changed in any of those areas. I mean, I guess maybe they picked up some trash. That's about it. Like, yeah, that's the problem. Like, I'm glad they're doing it this weekend because the last thing you need is a lot of people from out of town coming in for the NCAA tournament and having that stuff happening in the immediate vicinity of Enterprise Center or where people are parked or where they're staying in hotels. But like, if I were a city resident, I'd be like, well, what about me?
What about next weekend?
What about me? Yeah, because if you're a kid and you hear that, what are you going to do? You're
Just wait till
let's
next
go
week.
next weekend. Because next weekend we'll be able to get away with what we want.
Or we'll do a neighborhood takeover in a different spot. Because, I mean, that's what it's being called at this point. People just descend on these neighborhoods. And
So-
it's like,
No one knows, but I'm curious what your opinions are. When this situation is referred to sort of like kids being kids, you know how teenagers were. We all did the same thing.
No, we didn't.
no.
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
different.
I mean, we
agree.
gathered, we did dumb things, but there were no firearms involved. We weren't
And we were
taking-
scared to death the first time any adult or person of authority said, "You kids get out of here." We're like, "We're out of here."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why the police are saying parents are going to be held responsible for the actions of these children, because currently we have a situation where parents are not keeping track of where their kids are.
Yeah.
And that's why that's a huge reason why this is happening. Another huge reason why this is happening is you can gain a lot of social capital by doing something crazy and posting it on social media.
Yeah.
And that behavior just ramps up, and you got to be crazier this time than you were last time. So, I mean, there's ways to find that and shut that down. And I also don't believe when people are like, well, I don't know where my kid is. Okay, everyone has a smartphone. You have the ability to track and see where they are. Like, that's why the cops have had to come out and say, all right, we're going to start going to the adults for the consequences, because right now you're not keeping track of where your kids are, and they're pushing boundaries as all kids do.
Something tells me that if a 16, 14, 15-year-old is downtown at 2 a.m, their parents don't give a rat's ass where they are. I doubt that parent is calling that kid's friends. Do you know where Neil is? I haven't seen Neil. Have you seen Sally? Where's Sally? I bet they don't give a rat's ass.
Well, that's why, yeah. And that's why the police are saying, like, we are going to make you care.
Well,
if your
why-
kid
maybe-
gets in trouble, you're going to be the one who gets in trouble.
Maybe that's the thing that needs to be permanent.
Yeah, maybe.
If you have a underage, I mean, whatever you could say, if you have a minor in your household and they're in the city and they do these things, you are also involved automatically every time. I mean, again, it's going to take. I'm not saying do it, just do it. You got to follow the rules, pass the law or the ordinance or whatever you got to do. But I mean, sure seems like a decent way to do something more than just one weekend at a time,
Mhm.
right? We did it on the 4th of July. We're doing it with the NCAA tournament. And Sam, what about the other weeks?
Rach, good luck tonight on Donnybrook.
Thanks, Dave.
We'll tell you guys about Lombardo Homes. If you're looking to build your dream home, Lombardo has become synonymous with quality, luxury, customization, which is absolutely true. This month, the month of March, you don't have to, of course, build. You probably don't even have to make a deal. Just make contact. Make contact with Lombardo during the month of March. Get on the record. Tell them that you're from the DGS, because they're for a limited time, you're going to receive a free finished recreation room in the lower level. Perfect for entertaining, movie nights, home gym, whatever you want to do. And that is free of charge, courtesy of Lombardo and the DGS.
Yeah, you'll want to go to lombardohomes.com. Just start exploring, see what they have to offer. Get in touch with the sales manager for all of the different details. And while you're on that website, I mean, you'll just see that quality, that luxury, that customization that Dave referenced. It is apparent whenever you see these homes, and there's so many different things to choose from, plus the customization option as well. I mean, you're going to be happy if you go with Lombardo. That website again, lombardohomes.com.
Inflation is squeezing budgets, and global events can shake markets overnight. If you're close to retirement, this is not the time for, gee, I hope this works out. That's why Steve All and the team at the All Financial Group are hosting an upcoming educational seminar called Retirement Simplified, April 7th at the All Financial Group offices. You'll learn how to deal with rising costs, taxes, crazy markets, and the fear of running out of money. The date again is April the 7th. It's complimentary, but you must reserve a seat. 636-230-8824 or at yourmoneymattersstl.com. Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, or registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions. The All Financial Group is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the U.S. government or any other government agency.
This is Congressman Bob Onder. Tax season is here, and Missouri families are already seeing the real impact of the Working Families Tax Cut Act. House Republicans are delivering real results for hardworking Missourians. According to the Council of Economic Advisors, the bill is projected to raise wages in Missouri by about $3,000 to $6,000